Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal in this incarnation, and before leaving the reflection of today, I wanted to remind you that today, 30, and tomorrow, we are having these tensions in the sky. I told you this in the video of the energies of the week. We are having these squares with the karma nodes, but they are being reactivated by the moon in its passage through Libra. So this will depend on which houses we have, the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. But in general, we are invited to do this cleansing of inner imbalances, programmings and patterns that many times lead us to be unfair with ourselves, and that could also create conflict with others. So I wanted to mention that again. And beyond the fact that the practice of presence is the only way to become more conscious, because we can only self-observe ourselves in this present moment. And that practice itself is very challenging because it goes against the tendencies of the egoic mind. But when we are focusing in the future, or in the past without divine purpose linked to this present, it is the conditioned mind, the one that is operating, among other programmings that we can also recognize that belong to the conditioned mind. So with the Aquarian energy rising, because this square between the Sun in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus is already activated, is in orb of mathematical degrees. It is going to be perfected the next week, but this means that the energy is going to increase. And we are going to have these activations with Pluto in Aquarius also. So very intense days are coming, and this is telling us that we have to create roots in our soul, to find the security in that space, in that inner voice. What I am trying to say with this is that we have to withdraw the focus of how am I going to do this, or how am I going to get there, or how can I make this change in the future, because the plans are an expression of an old energy of Capricorn. And in Aquarius, there are no plans. It is about recognizing what we need to do in the here and now, and then we let it go. Because we don't know how or when, but the experiences will unfold synchronically in its perfect time, in its own time, and they will lead us to what we are co-creating with our soul. So the next phase is enabled as we move forward, and there will be instances in which we have to stay, integrate, process, assimilate. The important thing is to be honest with what we are activating in this present, if we are really doing what we have to do. But beyond that, there are no more things to plan, because the rational mind wants to know how the process will develop, and many times even to control the whole development of the process, and that's why we feel resistances. So this is a programming that we are going to have to detach totally during the cycle of Pluto in Aquarius too, that lasts 20 years. But this is challenging for the ego's conditioning. And the greatest guide is the inner peace, which doesn't mean we have to be happy. The inner peace is that inner state that is telling us that we are flowing with our own energy, no matter what we are experiencing. We can recognize that inner concern, I don't know if that's the word, restlessness, I don't know, that comes from knowing that we are not taking certain decision or certain action, or changing certain perception, for example. So each one knows within, and that is the important guideline right now. Then is to let ourselves be carried by the soul and by life. So I just wanted to leave this reflection today. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.